So I guess this is a starting standard deck profile. So guys, check out Freedom Dough. They're the one that made this list. I saw it on their channel. I wanted to test it. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can go check them out. This is technically the first standard deck that I've played, so it's very much learning here. So you raise the flag. This basically goes into the order zone. You get a buddy pulled out of the deck. Which this is going to be your buddy. The reason why you're playing the vanilla monster is because you just don't want to start burning all of the Jackkife equips. And also, I mean, you can stack on top of this, which is actually a pretty cool idea. We do have your Buddyfight crest. This works differently than your actual energy crest. This gives you the ability to charge and draw, gives you gauge to be able to play the game, which is really, really nice, actually. This crest, I actually like it a lot. I don't have to stack up all the energy and do annoying things. This is a top 7 check. This allows, or for your starter, top 7 checks, goes and finds a friend, which is a Jackkife, if I recall correctly. Yeah, when placed by Ready from Dragon World, look at top 7, choose up to 1 Jackkife, put it into your hand. This calls back a Jackkife when rode upon by the grade 3, which is this. This card, I really, really like. So it makes all your Jackknives have an extra 5k. It's active during the opponent's turn, too. He pulls out a Jackknife from the deck for a, what was it, a counterblast? No, just pay a gauge, call 1. Okay. And then, which is really, really good. Or you can put it in your hand. And then you, when this thing attacks, if it's the first battle this unit performed this turn, you counterblast 1 and choose one of your rear guards and restand it. It's relevant on the Gold Ritter turn because they don't want you to be able to restand and then restand the rear guard and be able to abuse it, which is really, really fine. They counterbalance this pretty well. And then, of course, we are playing triple copies of the grade 3. And with the 3 in the ride deck, you just need to make sure that, you know, you have the ability to trigger the Persona ride and be able to climb on up and play the game. It's really, really good. Now this card, this card made me so excited to play this deck because I love defensive decks so much. So this thing, this arms on a grade 3 or greater with Saku in the name, which your Vanguard does. And then if a new item is armed, this goes to the drop. So you can't play this from the hand, but can act hand if you're a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Saku in the card name, and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater. We retire a rear guard with Jackkife in its card name, and 2 or more cards in its Buddy Soul, and arm this card. And your Vanguard gets, it can't be chosen by your opponent's card effects, its original power becomes 20k, and it gets triple drive, active on the opponent's turn 2. 20k defensively is freaking stupid. And at the end of the battle that the armed unit attacked, if it's the first battle that unit attacked this turn, you can stand it. This card, 20k is an insane number that, you know, you're getting an extra 7k defensively here. If you hit a trigger, you go to 30k. That is so amazing to be able to handle defensively. Like, I cannot stress that enough. So this is what searches for the Gold Ritter. But it's play this card if you have a Vanguard with Saku, which is fine. We can choose a card with Jackkife in its card name, drop and put it in the Buddy Soul of one of your rear guards with Jackkife in its card name. And if you put a card, search your deck for up to 1 Jackkife Gold Ritter and reveal it and put it in your hand. And if your Vanguard's armed with the Gold Ritter, we can draw a card and put this card in the gauge. So this is supposed to, it gets you into the 20k defense, which is really the main purpose of it. If not, you know, on the passive turns, it's going to get you some gauge buildup, which is pretty good. We do play the additional 2 copies of the Buddy. Honestly, this one I think is fine as the Buddy. I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you know, the Jackkife, or the one that allows you to pay the gauge and be able to bring it. I mean, sure, that is fine. But this is free, and I like free. Free is pretty good. So this is the one I think most people are going to recognize as the Buddy. It's pay a gauge to bring it out, but it also lets you pay a gauge, search your deck for another unit, and put it on top of it, ignoring its cost, which is really, really good because it mode changes. So I can understand why people like this one a little bit more, but you're just going to be paying a lot of gauge, and you got to be very careful about that. You got to make sure that your free units are free for what they need to be. So we are playing 4 copies of this. It's pay a gauge, put it on top of a unit with Jackkife. If this unit's Buddy Soul has a card with Jackkife, this will get 5k. By the way, it's active on the opponent's turn too, so this becomes a 20k, which is kind of stupid. And when it stands by the ability of your grade 3, it gets a crit until the end of the turn. If your Vanguard's armed, it gets 5k. And then we have Soul Guard, which is broken because you got protection. That's the whole reason why this deck is stupid, is because Soul Guard shouldn't exist, but it does. We have another stupid dragon here. This will let you pay a gauge, put it on top of 1. We can pay 1 gauge to choose one of your opponent's front row Vanguards and retire it. If your Vanguard's armed with Gold Ritter, this will get 10k power till the end of the turn. And then we have Soul Guard, once again, to make sure that if it leaves the field, you can just blow one of its cards underneath it. He's not going anywhere. This card is crazy to me, man. I didn't think we were going to make broken cards like this, but this is cost. Put this card on top of a unit with Jackkife. When this is placed, we can counterblast 1, draw a card, put a card from the top of your deck into your gauge, and then choose a card from your drop, and put it in the gauge face down. He has gauges for 3, by the way, or for 2, and you draw a card. If your Vanguard is a Saku, so get 5k power till the end of the turn, and we have Soul Guard. Like, for a counterblast build, draw 1, get 2 gauge? Like, hello? And he's going to be a 20k attacker? Man, you know, say no more. We do play the grade 1. I think, when I first saw this list, I was like, I mean, yeah, you're not working with a lot of boosters. It's going to be a lot of multi-attacking on the big numbers. You know, you're looking for a lot of good powerhouses to do things with, and that's what this is for. And I mean, these should be coming out. You know, just be careful with your soul. All right, that's all there is to it. We are playing triple PGs. We get to play one of the blue PG, which is a really funny concept. What is this thing? It just countercharges 1, right? If your damage zone has no cards, you can countercharge 1 and remove this. So that's really, really good. Now we get into the funny criticals that we get. So, I mean, we'll never be able to call these cards as boosters. Sad day, but this crit, what is this? Play this card by paying a gauge. Choose a grade 2 or less rear guard, and put this card into that unit's Buddy Soul, which is really, really good. And then we know you can call it as a Guardian, which is free real estate. We have this, which gives something Soul Guard, which is also really, really freaking amazing, actually. It goes in the Buddy Soul, again, gives it the skill. We appreciate that. This is just a big draw trigger. We need value cards like this in order to play. So, I mean, I did like this. I mean, it's a trigger with 5k, and if opponent's Vanguard's grade 3, gets some extra power. I mean, it was very flavorful. We have the 1 OT that pulls things back out of the deck. Or, excuse me, pulls a Gold Ritter back, basically, or another good card. I will tell you, I haven't triggered the OT yet from my early experimenting playtesting, but it's been pretty good. And then we played 4 copies of the heal, which just counter charges. You're not really looking, you know, too crazy with this. I think it's very good. But like I said, this is Freedom Duo's list. I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit, just kind of give some people, you know, where we are in playtesting, or at least where I am in testing. And I am very much new to the whole Buddyfight Vanguard thing. I do think that this deck is a lot of fun. I think the entire Buddyfight concept is absolutely amazing. I love when they do collabs like this, and we get the chance to do them correctly, because they open up the door to what I would say is like a different feel to the game of Vanguard. And the fact that, you know, you can have a deck like this in the design space that can actually play against the other decks while, you know, still being designed in the same space, you know, and I like that a lot. That's the kind of change that you look forward to in a game like this. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see if, you know, Buddyfight really impresses me. You know, once everything is revealed for this, you know, I'll be a lot more excited. But, you know, we'll get some, we'll see what we can do about having some fun. So check out our friends down below, and you guys have a good rest of your day, alright? Thanks for watching today's video. Check out tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. Enter MCool40 on checkout, save a little bit of money on your purchase. Check out mcoolgames.com if you're interested in getting some cool play mats and single trading cards as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so you don't miss one of our videos. Thanks for watching.